What's crackin', ladies and gentlemen? Nerfcore here, and welcome back to the channel. Our first hero spotlight of the channel, Einstein, one of my favorite support heroes. Let's take a look at his skills and understand what they do. So the first skill, Space Fragments. Einstein launches 4 space-time missiles, dealing 250% attack damage to all enemies in front every time and marking them with time mark for 2 rounds. Time mark: when the enemy hit by 3 times, it deals 20% of his/her HP loss damage. Its English may be a bit confusing, but I will clear up what it does. So this means if the enemies who are marked by time mark are hit 3 times, the enemies will take 20% of lost HP as damage. For example, if the enemy has lost 5000 HP, they will take 1000 damage after they are hit 3 times. This benefits everyone in your team. So if you can get your Einstein to hit with this skill first, then your Toko or anyone, for example, will do more damage. Great synergy if you can get Einstein to hit with this skill first. Second skill, Time Room. Open the time room when Einstein's HP is less than 30%, becoming invulnerable but not being able to attack until the end of the round, only once per battle. So this has saved me many times from a Toko wiping out my team. So she basically starts attacking Einstein, unable to get through him. So my backline is still safe to be able to retaliate. So I'll give you an example of how it works.
Silver Flash!
Triple kill! Double kill! Triple kill! Pentakill! Double kill! Triple kill! Quadra kill! Pentakill! Crush of courage!
This is why I put him in either position 2 or position 3, mostly in position 3. Third skill, Emergency Transfer. Einstein opens the time room when any ally dies. The ally will resurrect at the beginning of the next round and restore 30% of HP of Einstein's max HP only once. So level 2, it's up to 50%, and then you can resurrect 2 in total. So it speaks for itself. It can resurrect 2 allies, but can be taken up to 3 if you get 9 of his exclusive equipment. Time Form. Einstein's max HP is increased by 30%. Level 2 is 40%, level 3 50%. So it speaks for itself. He just gets more HP, so which means his allies will resurrect with more HP when they get back, which can be further increased for getting 3 of 9 his exclusive relic, so up to 60%. Now for Einstein's last skill, which is his Awaken skill, Life Extension. When HP drops below 50%, effect rest increases by 15, and healing effect by 25%, lasts for 3 rounds. It's very straightforward. When his HP is below 50%, effect resistance increases by 15% against stuns, paralyze, charms, etc. And healing effect by 25%, so which means if there's an Aphra in your team or a Thinker that has his exclusive equipment upgraded, then they will both do more healing on Einstein, which lasts for 3 rounds. With Einstein's talents, I normally go with a tanky talent build, and I build him like he was a tank. So if you look at the guide, his stats, armor, HP, damage, immune, so it's basically a tank, a support slash tank. So with the talents, the first talent, you can go Super Shield or Master of Tactics or Ode to Death. I normally go Super Shield. You can definitely go Master of Tactics if you're going against opponents that have a lot of control. So for the second talents, you can go Vitality Armor or Selfless Guardian. Normally I go with Selfless Guardian, but Vitality Armor is just as good as well. It makes him more tanky. For the third talent, you can go Concentration, Overprotection, Fearless Persistence. So if you got an Afra in your team and she tends to do a lot of overhealing, then Overprotection is really good. Concentration, I don't really care if my Einstein gets stunned. I mainly use Fearless Persistence on him and his and I use him for his invulnerability and resurrect, so it doesn't really matter to me if he gets stunned. For the last talent, it's either you can go Rush Offense or Defensive Barrier. So Rush Offense, he'd be able to put on his time mark to the front row targets, so that way your team will do more damage. Otherwise, I always go Defensive Barrier, more survivability, at least in the first round, so it helps prevent one-shots from the opposing team. The guide will show Banshee as the Stigmata of choice, basically built like a tank. I only see him using this once he has geared up in tier 2 with damage immune stats, otherwise I will always go Redemption all the way. But why Redemption? Well, in the first round, for example, your Einstein can still get one shot and be the first one to die. If Redemption activates his Resurrect skill, it will work even if he's still in limbo. The many times in X-War this activates and saves me is numerous. His second Stigmata of choice is Evolution. More HP the better. He benefits greatly from a lot of HP. I would not use anything else on him. So the substats for the Stigmatas you'll be looking at is for HP, armor percent, and damage immune. Now I'll show you a video why I like Redemption and how it saved me in X-War and I was able to progress because of it.
Rise from the ashes! Swift shadow!
Double kill. Triple kill. Quadra kill. Penta kill. Crush of courage!
As for Einstein's gear, it's straightforward. So you'd be looking at HP percent, armor percentage, damage immune, and plus speed. That's basically all you would want on him. When you get to tier 2 gear, it will be damage immune as a choice when you upgrade to tier 2. Einstein's basically a support slash tank, so you build him like one. His artifact of choice is preferably Radiance Tribute. Other choices include Blessing Prophet for more survivability, Wings of Angel for the speed and the dodge, Divine Prayer, but this is more for your main tank, and Primal Power for more armor, but that's really only used for the early game on him. I wouldn't use any of the Prelude of Evil artifacts on him. They're better off being used by other characters that are main tanks, damage carries, just better characters than Einstein. For Einstein's exclusive equipment, you can refrain from upgrading this until last, so that you can focus on your damage carries, your tanks, and him last, because since he has so much HP, he will almost heal to full anyone he revives, the more HP he has. If that isn't the case, then you can upgrade it. For Einstein's Relics, you'd want to activate his left side first, because they give him HP and he benefits the most from HP. So upgrade these left 5 first. So this one, that one, and that one. Okay, I'll link in the description below how relics work. Einstein's Union Tech follows exactly the Union Tech guide, linked in the description below, in the support section. However, let's take a look at his Star Tech. I have unlocked Einstein's Star Tech skill, Universe Sage. Allies' max HP will be increased by 10% after resurrection. This basically adds on top another 10% HP after an ally is resurrected. So for example, if your Blaze with 5 million HP is resurrected, he now has 5.5 million HP. Einstein synergizes well with any team, mostly of course a majority Superman team. His Resurrect and Invulnerability skills is valuable to any team he is placed in. Einstein is relatively easy to get. You can get him from the shopping mall, in the Star Store, and in the Legend Mall. Definitely a great pick, especially for progression. Counters to Einstein are 1 or 2 shot deletions past his 30% HP, which is a requirement for his Invulnerable to activate, thus removing Resurrect altogether for your team. This is why you must build him like a tank. Another counter is Anubis, but not many people will have an Anubis unless of course they are whales or you are in an older server where most people are further progressed. Well, that does it for our first hero spotlight for the channel. Thanks for watching my current favorite game, X-Hero.